Let's get started with the mid-April reading for Pisces. I'm going to do something slightly different with this mid-month reading. I'm going to first run through the messages I'm getting. And I do pull the cards before as you know, if you've watched me, I'll pull the cards first. Spend a lot of time in prayer and meditation over them to get the messages, as I'm covering thousands of viewers. I'm going to run through this month. I felt led to just cover the things related to career in the cards first. Career, income, money, things that would relate to that type of stuff. Then cover the messages around love, romance, and even some twin flame energy messages that came through in the cards, particularly as some of the clarifying cards. So for those of you who are most interested in career questions, investment questions, money, property, things like that, I'm going to start with you, and then I'll come back with the other messages. So we first have here this beautiful Page of Pentacles. Pentacles is money, can be real estate, assets, investments. Pages are also messengers. So I'm getting, for some of you, you would be getting messages about new job opportunities. You may be getting an offer on a property, you're selling something and you're getting offers. You're also increasing your talents and your skills, things that would tangibly relate to your career, maybe some education of some kind, some additional training. And you're getting this indication that things are moving forward, messages coming in, emails, offers, things of that nature. And whatever it is, we have here another page. This is a Page of Cups. Now, these two together, the messages could very well be that this offer is something you're very excited about. Cups have to do with emotions, can be relationships, could be that you're getting an offer from someone that you're connected to already in a close friendship, maybe a family partnership. You're getting messages about doing something together, maybe an investment together, purchasing property together. Another message, though, of something that is very much near and dear to your heart, you're excited about, sort of that new opportunities coming your way. For those of you, I'm getting that there is a job offer. It could very likely be that it's not just an offer, a brand new offer. It may be a promotion somehow. We've got this Emperor card coming in next, this major arcana, leadership type of energy. It also could mean that there's a lot more structure, stability. Order is indicated here with this card. Of course, we are in tax season, so some of you might be looking for ways to be more careful, orderly, structured in your taxes. Look for those opportunities to do your due diligence and maybe get some extra savings out of your taxes, or maybe it's a reminder to do your taxes. But for income or job-related, career-related issues, I'm definitely seeing that there's some structure, stability, order, even sort of that divine fatherly energy, as well as passion. Some of you, I'm getting, are also thinking about doing something new, a new venture, new opportunities come your way, and you are getting some support, some guidance, some structure and stability from maybe some advisors, maybe someone who's an older mentor, someone successful in your field. You could also, again, be promoted to a leadership position. For those of you who are looking at starting something new, you're in the middle of making a decision. I'm getting, here we have this Hermit card. You may want to spend some time, this is indicated about just tapping into your intuitions, looking for divine guidance. It could even be divine spiritual mentorship, leadership from someone. This is about kind of turning away from the busyness of the world, distractions, excuse me. Still in pollen season here. And the Hermit card is about getting divine guidance, tuning into your intuition, clarity, It can indicate even some healing. Some of you might be going through some financial recovery time, and there's a financial healing aspect to what's going on with you. And I see that if you're contemplating a new venture, contemplating a new opportunity, that if you spend some time seeking that, just connecting with your higher self, divine guidance, going through some processes and steps to get the clarity you need, you're going to come out with the kind of structure, stability, momentum to move forward. You know, this is also fire energy, the quintessential Aries, that passion, that fire, that action, taking things forward. I'm getting, if you do a little bit of this withdrawal first, then you'll have the passion, the structure, the divine guidance, the plans will come together, the people will come together, the things you need will come together. And then you'll be off and running. As we look at this sort of overall energy for this portion with the tarot, we've got this Knight of Pentacles. Knights are on a quest. This is financial growth, success. He's also indicated of showing how he's doing due diligence. He's not rushing ahead without being prepared, being methodical, being structured. But he knows there's success is there. So for those of you, again, planning new ventures, looking at new opportunities, the message here is be careful. Seek out wise counsel. Do your due diligence. Prepare. And when you do, you'll be very successful. If you're contemplating just overall, is this the right timing? You're still unsure. I'm going to share with you some cards that came out, and the clarifying cards that would relate to, again, career issues. If you're trying to decide if this next step in this next cycle that you want or you're contemplating is right for you, here's a great message to think about. And this one is follow your bliss, navigating by the stars. Source, you know, we're all being shifted around, you know, beautifully in this world these days of leaving the things that are no longer serving us, careers, relationships, activities, habits, leaving that and connecting with our heart center, opening our heart center, connecting with Source, connecting with God, this spiritual divine support around us, which is there. Then the stars are shining on you. The stars are leading you as long as you're following your bliss. So this really relates to connecting this way, getting that guidance. Interestingly enough, there's a star inside this lantern. So he's being guided by the stars. Some of you are getting that type of confirmation that you are really finally having the opportunity to connect with your bliss. And I'm getting this energy here with this Page of Cups. It's like, wow, I finally get to do what I really want to do. I'm ready to leave that, you know, low vibrational energy and whatever that type of work that you've been doing. For those of you who are struggling with taking that leap, is it the right timing? Do you have what it takes? Are you ready? And maybe it's triggering a little bit of anxiety or stress, then these cards are for you. First, I'll share with you from the Archangel Michael deck. Go forward fearlessly. Recognize that you have divine support around you. Trust in the journey. Trust in where you're being guided and led. And then valiant courage. Take action with passion. That's exactly what this Emperor card is. He takes action with passion, but he's not doing it without being careful, structured, orderly. He's crossing his T's, dotting in his I's. He's a successful Emperor, major arcana energy. He runs his kingdom very well. And so this is the same type of energy coming in for you, that you're either moving into a new position, taking a new role, starting something brand new. And as you're seeking, again, the guidance, these cards also just confirm the same type of message. Meditation brings answers. You will be really, it will benefit you and behoove you to spend some time seeking that divine guidance, getting the clarity. You may even get true plans just sort of dropping down from, you know, spirit, the Akashic records, giving you that type of just structure that you need, the foundational structure to plan for what's going to make you successful. We have this card here. I don't usually pull from this deck, but this is a great time to share with you this card, the Queen of Scrolls. This is about knowledge, information. It can be indicated also in a literal sense, training, getting education. It can be also getting messages from spirit, and getting messages from the Akash, getting divine confirmation, planning. Just it can also mean just getting spiritual leadership, spiritual guidance from someone who is a therapist, a counselor, a mentor of some type. But getting that, and as you do, there will be this deep knowing. You'll connect with that truth, that inner truth, that authenticity, who you are, what you are, why you're here, your life purpose. For some of you, again, this is really, it's not just about going out and being successful and making money. It's about being in your life purpose, being in alignment with who you are and why you're here, as it lines up with what you do for work. And just keep seeking that guidance. Ask for signs. Look for signs. You will be getting signs to confirm, and it will be really coming together for you. And then you can take the first step. There's that beautiful card of hydrangea. Take the first step. Once you get that light, that green light, that everything's in order, the timing is there. So it looks like beautiful things will come in. If this is income related, you will find that it's going to be successful. Money will not just come in the short term, but this is money coming in for a long term. He's planning for long-term success. So whatever it is you're planning to do, it will be successful in the long term. So now I'm going to shift to the portion of the reading that, as these cards, the messages would come through for relationships. And I'm going to start with this one because this is the most obvious energy here for the Page of Cups is offers of love, news of love, might be a new relationship. Pages are the messengers, but they're also the young court cards. Could be something new that's coming your way. It could be a relationship that's been new and now it's taking off a little bit and becoming more tangible. You weren't sure about it before. You didn't know what to think of it. As Pentacles really relate to things that are tangible on the earth. They're grounding into the earth. They're going from intuition or hopes and dreams or what we are wondering about to actually becoming something very tangible, very structured, very orderly, very passionate. Again, Major Arcana comes in as this, and it could be it could be a fire sign. You know, this is that fire energy as well. And there's a deepening. I see a real deepening of a relationship that has started, and it's beginning to grow and deepen and get just deep foundations happening. Again, as this Hermit card plays out in the relationship, seek your divine guidance. Listen to what you're being shown in your prayers and your meditations. You may need to go through some healing and twin flame work. A lot of the work that I do is to help people heal and clear the egoic stuff and the karma and all the stuff that's causing separation. And the twin flame journey becomes a twin flame dilemma. And as I've mentioned before, I'm about to finish my twin flame book, which I'll have available for you on my website as an ebook. But tune into the guidance you need, the healing you need, and where you are in this relationship is moving forward. It's moving from that early stage of the pages, the youngness, to some maturity. It's progressing, and it's progressing with this Major Arcana energy of structure, stability, spiritual depth, spiritual blessing, spiritual healing, emotional healing, things being moved out of the way that have been a block or limiting in some way to this long-term continual growth that's here. And so as these cards, I've got some romance cards I pulled as well, but the same messages would apply for as you're seeking healing. Meditation will bring answers. If you're looking for guidance about the relationship, where it's headed, is this real? Can you trust it? Do some meditation, but I'm getting to, especially that this meditative time is not just to know what you need to do. It's also deeply healing, deeply working behind the scenes of the spiritual growth and connection that needs to happen for the relationship to progress. If you're still trying to figure out, again, where it's going, what you need to do, that meditation will bring that deep knowing. You will get the sense of peace, the sense of just rightness. And this card is also very much part of this journey. Follow your bliss. Follow, you're being guided by the stars. This relationship is, the messages you're hearing are trustworthy. And as you do this, keep looking for signs. Many of you will be getting signs about this. Confirmations and signs. Take that first step. If it's brand new and you're scared and you're facing fears, first steps. Go forward fearlessly. Have courage. If it's brand new, especially, and that I know in that twin flame journey, often new relationships, it brings up fears, it brings up abandonment, it brings up all kinds of stuff. Take the first step. I'm getting here with this card too. Somebody wants to hear from you. Somebody needs to know what you're thinking, what you're feeling, where you're coming from. A little hard to sometimes take that first step. But here's, the valiant courage. Take action with passion and go forward fearlessly, knowing that divine guidance is, and the angels and all of the beings of love and light are supporting you and helping you. And you will be getting messages, continual messages from the Akashic Records. There could be some healing and clearing work that you may want to do to let the relationship grow and blossom and flourish into what it needs to be. I also pulled some romance, particularly for the love portion of the reading. And if you have any concerns or questions about something new, this card is calling in your soulmate. Or twin flame in this case. Could be soulmate. Some of you may not be in that same space with the twin flame journey and that part of the collective, but you're calling in. This is someone that is, you have manifested. You have created. Nothing shows up in our life without us having manifested it. We either manifest and create by conscious intention or by default. And usually by default, it's something coming from our ego, or we're manifesting from our higher self, our higher intentions. And so this is something you can trust. For those of you who are really wondering about this new message of love and the progression of it, this is the card for you, calling in your soulmate. Romance is truly a part of this relationship. If it's, for some of you, I'm getting that something is shifted from just an early stage of a friendship. You're not sure if you're ready for that progression, but romance is beginning to become part of the dynamic. And you're moving from just being friends to these heart-to-heart conversations. There's this heart opening. And this is where the relationship begins to shift and deepen. There's a heart opening. There is a healing aspect again as we go back to, I'll pull these cards and share with you this message coming through this Hermit card again, where healing is indicated. It's also indicated as healing in the Akashic Records, healing something from past life blocks. For those of you who are in a runner phase or a separation phase of a twin flame journey, just know that as you begin to work in the Akashic Records and do some healing, past life healing, that's where you're going to connect with the shift that's going to happen is going to happen in that fifth dimension. Again, if you're in tune with the collective and what's going on with the twin flame journey, that would be familiar to you. And I do get, it's really interesting. One final observation and message coming in with these tarot cards is, as we look at what's coming forward for healing and following this soulmate connection, this twin flame connection, healing past lives, we are in a phase where the divine masculine is really getting their downloads, if you will. They're coming online. It's just really interesting to me that every one of these tarot cards is a masculine energy. And you may be watching this with certain career portions, but it's telling me that there are messages coming in to the divine masculine. They're getting their messages. They're getting this page energy of it's time. Things are tangible. They're real. This is a love that is unlike anything else. It's coming home. It's this orderly energy of home. This is the kingdom of everything being what it's the kingdom of heaven here. It's home. They're getting this message. You're holding that space and healing yourself, evolving and ascending yourself. The twin flame journey is all about ascension. This is you. This is what you need to do to hold that space. But they are getting their downloads. They are getting their messages, and they're looking at this in the long term. They know that this is something that is, of course, long term is is eternal, past, present, and future. But they're getting that kind of message. So that is the reading for career, love, everything that hopefully in between. Do your taxes if you haven't already.